You know what? I should begin this a little bit more formally. Welcome to day 12 of the SOS free challenge. Ta-da! So you actually know which challenge you're watching. Not that you wouldn't know from the title, but just saying. So, I did not start this video with me making spring rolls with a peanut sauce, and the reason for that is it's my husband's fault. I'm just kidding. I love you, babe. I'm just joking. He came in at like 5 o'clock and asked me if I wanted him to make a couple of sushi rolls for me for supper, because there was enough stuff left to make 2 more rolls, and that sounded really great because that gave me an extra hour of sleep, which I didn't actually sleep for the whole hour, but that's okay. I snoozed for like 25 minutes. It was great. But I actually wasn't probably going to end up making them, because I was looking at, this morning we were doing English, Connor and I was looking at the recipe while he was working on reading a little short story thing that he had to read, and it said on there that it's best to not make them ahead of time, because they end up getting really sticky. Well, the rice wrap tends to get really sticky, and I was thinking, well, I could just wrap them in, what do you call that? The, not saran wrap, parchment paper. That's the stuff. I could just, wrap them in parchment paper, and it would be just fine. No problems whatsoever. That would be great. And, then I was like, maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. So I kind of thought maybe it would be a bad idea to make them when I'm going to travel, or going to put them in the refrigerator for like 12 hours before I eat them. Actually, it would have been much longer than that, because I would have made them probably about 9 o'clock this morning, maybe 10. And I won't eat them till like 12:30 or so, like tomorrow even, you know, in the morning, 12:30 a.m. So it would have been more than 12 hours, like 14 hours. So it's probably best to make them and eat them fresh. Oh, I can go. Cool. So anyway, that's that story. I did not end up doing the spring rolls, but I intend to, especially seeing as the sauce is SOS free. That's going to be fabulous. I'm really excited about that. I had a small bowl of plain rice spaghetti noodles tonight before I left the house, because I guess I still kind of am hungry. It's a bummer, but it really was a small bowl of noodles. But I ate that because I'm hungry, and didn't really want to wait till midnight. It's like 5 hours from now, over 5 hours from now, till I eat. Which makes me very concerned if I want to actually do this intermittent fasting thing. I might really suck at it. Well, I won't suck at it. It'll just be really uncomfortable and difficult, and I won't necessarily like it very much, but that's a totally different story. So I had a little bit of spaghetti noodles. My husband made me a mango orange juice smoothie, and I think that the spinach is fine. It's not rotten. It's certainly fresh, but it kind of has me a little bit concerned about what my salad's going to taste like, because it's a little bit, just a touch bitter right at the end as you're drinking it, and it's not a rotten flavor at all. It's just maybe a touch bitter. So my salad might be just a touch strong. We'll see. I don't know. So anyway, so I brought a salad, I made a salad, and he made me a drink, and I have the sushi rolls with me, so I should be good to go for the night. But I just thought I would let you know that I did not do the spring rolls with the peanut sauce, simply because I don't want them to stick together or be so sticky that I can't get my fingers off of them at work. That would be difficult to do at work, because I need to be able to answer the phone when I'm eating, or to be able to type something when I'm eating, and that doesn't work. Sticky fingers, that wouldn't be a good thing. So that's that, and I don't think I have anything else to say right now. This morning the English went really well. It did take about as long as I thought it would. It took about an hour and a half, and to be honest with you, the last thing that he had to do was write a math story. I thought he'd already done this, but he ended up having to, this was Friday's assignment, was to write a math story. And so I ended up writing it. Like, he dictated what he wanted to have written, and I wrote it, because I mean, he's in 3rd grade. He doesn't write fast. He's very, his penmanship is actually wonderful. His handwriting is beautiful, but it's very slow and methodical. still. So I didn't want to take 45 minutes just to write a story. So, oh, we're stopped at a light and people are being retarded. Okay. So yeah, it was a decent length story. I mean, it was filled up like a quarter of a page. So for him, that was pretty good. I had him do a rough outline first, so to give me the ideas of what it was that he wanted to have written on there. And then I told him what the ideas were, and he decided what his sentences he wanted them to be. So I think on Monday, tomorrow, he's supposed to revise it using whatever little checklist thingy they have. So I'll have him go through and cross stuff out and write whatever it is he wants to write and that kind of thing. But anyway, that was that. And yeah, it took a long time. So my husband went shopping this morning. He took the oldest, Preston, and left Owen and Connor, but he left probably I don't know, maybe half an hour before Connor and I got done. So then Owen came downstairs and they were going to sit downstairs and play on electronics, and both of my daughters, who are 19 and 17, were home, so no issues with them being left by themselves or anything. Plus I'm in the house, so it's not like it's that big a deal. But I mean, the 19-year-old is technically old enough to be a parent herself, so her mother was having children when she was 19, so, you know, she was having Ashley actually when she was 19. But anyways, definitely wouldn't recommend it unless you're really ready for that kind of thing. It's a lot of work. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm just rambling. That's pretty much what that last little bit was. So I will talk to you guys again later. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. I totally forgot. So when I was getting ready, my husband came in the bathroom and he was sitting on the edge of the bathtub and he was chatting with me, and he said, so there's something I don't know if I should tell you. And whenever he does that, it's when my daughter has done something exceptionally not brilliant, is usually what it is. It's usually my oldest has done something that's going to either irritate me or make me mad, or I just have to say, you know what, she's an adult, she can do what she wants. If she's going to be retarded, that's on her, not on me. You know, I'm kind of at that point. But it wasn't that at all. And I love my daughter to death. It's just that it tends to be that one of the kids has done something that I'm not going to approve of or not going to like, and that's when he tells me, I don't know if I should tell you this or not. So anyway, so he said, so there was a snake in the backyard today. And I was like, okay, what kind of snake? And he said, actually, it was a water snake. And I was like, okay. And he said, they're not venomous. And I was like, well, that's good. And then he showed me a picture that it was actually on the back porch, like right by the back door. And he had gone outside and taken a picture of it. This sucker was huge. It was a darn good sized snake. I'm kind of glad I didn't see it, to be honest with you. And so I told my husband, don't tell Samantha. She's my 17-year-old. I don't think she's deathly afraid of snakes. Like some people truly have phobias of stuff that they're really and truly afraid of. But she really, really doesn't like them. Like, passionately does not like snakes. Will go out of her way to avoid potentially coming into any kind of interaction with one. So anyway, she would be very scared if she saw a picture of this snake, and I don't think that's probably very appropriate to have her be concerned every time she walks outside for the next however long that there's going to be this big huge snake that's going to jump out of the bush at her. So my husband was joking. He said, well, I don't think it's one of the kind that can climb walls. And I was like, since when can snakes climb walls? And he said, no, I was just planning on telling Samantha that. I was like, you are so mean. You don't tell her. So anyway, yeah, so it was a very large snake, but non-poisonous, not really that big of a deal. So, but yeah, I was gonna just tell you guys that fun and exciting. It's better than the tarantula that came into the house when we lived up north. That was not exciting for my husband at all. So, but anyway, he took a shovel and scooted it off the back porch, and unfortunately it chose to go towards the front yard rather than out the back, which would have been a wiser decision for it, because you go one direction, you hit a pond, you go the other direction, you hit a pond. If it's a water snake, you would think it would be intelligent enough to go towards water, but no, it went towards the front of the house. So Anthony walked around the front of the house to go see where it was, and it was hanging out under one of the big huge bushes that we have, and when we left tonight, when he walked me out to the truck, we looked under both of the big bushes and didn't see anything, but who knows. Hopefully he figures out how to get back into the backyard and out the back, where towards the water, but we'll see. Anyway, I just thought I would share that there was a massive snake on our back porch tonight, but non-poisonous, not scary, so that's a good thing. Alrighty guys, so I have gotten home and obviously changed clothes. Ooh, that was really bright for a second. That was cool. Changed clothes, so I had my salad last night and I had my sushi rolls, which I think I've decided I don't care for the avocado salad-y stuff in them, or it really does need some soy sauce to make it taste better. So yeah, there was that. I told you about the snake. I have been working on... Neighbor's dog is barking. I've been working on English with Connor for the last hour, and pretty soon here I am probably going to make some, I don't know, kind of like chicken noodle soupish type thing, but obviously no chicken. So I'm going to use some unsalted veggie broth and put some vegetables in it and a few little pieces of some soy curls and serve it over, and then put some pasta noodles and make it more like ramen. Let's go with that. It's going to be like ramen. I'm going to take some of that seasoning packet stuff that comes from Costco that has a no salt seasoning, grind a little bit of that and put it in there, and that should make like a ramen-esque type thing. So I'm going to do that and have a snack here pretty soon. Be up for a few hours more working on schoolwork with Connor. And then I'm going to take a nap, and I am going to get up tonight and make those spring rolls and the peanut butter sauce to go with them for my husband and I to eat for supper. So I will definitely film that. But seeing as today is kind of a, from one day to the next, it's the same day, but it's not the same day, it's a different day. So anyway, I'm going to end today now, and then later today when I get up from a nap, it's still today, but it's going to be the next day, because otherwise I just have a 24-hour day. So that doesn't work. So anyway, so I'm going to have a short video for you later of me preparing the spring rolls, and that'll be... Or I could just do a recipe video for you guys of the spring rolls and just make it into a recipe video and just have today be ending here and have the next day start tomorrow morning. That sounds like a good idea. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and then I'm going to make a recipe video tonight, and I will just attach it to the same day that I put out today's video, and that'll be fine. That'll work out great. Okay, well anyway, that's the deal. That's what I'm doing. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you again later.